Ethan completely stole my story and put it in Time magazine, which I'm still a little pissed off about. You know, the dog was no, it was a trained killer. It was a trained attack dog, not a killer dog, but an attack dog. But he looked like, you know, Beelzebub. I mean, he had the eyes and the thing, and it was always like growling about something and always irritated about something. But that dog sequence was through like a 4-day period, and we could only do it for an hour in the morning and an hour at night, because I had to be perfect for Roger Deakins, and you can see the brilliance of Roger Deakins. It was about one of the greatest looking movies I think I've ever seen. And so anyway, we had our hour, it wasn't working out, and Scooby kept going back to his trainer. And the trainer had told people, if he starts running towards you, do not move. Do not run, because he'll think you're running from him and he'll attack. So, you know, and I'm in the water, and I have a broken collarbone, and I can't even move my right arm. So I go, well, that's not, you know, that's a little unnerving. And so anyway, he wouldn't go the right way. So finally we had no light left, or too much light. And we said, we got to get this shot now. Give Josh the toy, which was this kind of 12-inch long French tickler looking toy. And they said, wave it in the air and say Scooby. So I was going, here Scooby, Scooby. And the dog was freaking out in the trainer's arms. You know, he was the bright yellow eyes. He was. So they go, enough light, go, go, go. And they so jump in the water and then let go of the dog way too soon. So I go, what the fuck, man, I got the toy. And I was just about to throw the toy, and I thought if I throw the toy, that's going to ruin the shot, because he's going to go after the toy, because that's what he wants, is the toy. That's what he's trained to want. So I stuck it, and this is not a joke, I stuck the toy in my crotch. And I started swimming with my one arm. And I was swimming, and we went under the camera, and then the dog went right under the camera, and it was a perfect shot, and I turned over, and I looked at the dog, and the dog was way too close. And then I realized that the trainer couldn't run down fast enough where he would usually grab the dog, because we usually, starting earlier, would float further down the river. So I looked at Scooby as he got within 10, 15 feet, and I was saying, I said, no, Scooby, no, no. And he was like, and so finally Scooby got like within 6 feet, and I reached down in my pants and grabbed the rope that was hooked onto the French tickler, and I pulled as hard as I could, but because of the water, it had kind of glued my pants to my thing so it wouldn't come out. So I was frantically yelling, help, and no Scooby, bad dog, no. And I thought, wow, I got a great idea. I'll just dive under the water, I'll hold on to the rocks, and then I'll let him pass over me. But I couldn't do that because I had a broken collarbone, and that would have snapped my collarbone because it was just starting to fuse at that point. So I couldn't do that. Anyway, there's no great ending to the story, but literally as his mouth, and I was freaking out. I mean, honestly, I was like a little girl at this point. Started to cry or something. As the dog came up and lunged, it was like a perfect movie scene. I pulled as hard as I could and ripped a little, anyway. So the French tickler came out just as his mouth went around it, and he was so happy when I went to the shore, and he was like,